I've been using the Iron Bull wrist straps for about a month now, and my 3 favorite things about them are the multifunction loop, the cotton and elastic build, and the fact that you're gonna save money over the course of a year as opposed to buying tape multiple times. If you're looking for a new way to support your wrist while working out, you might have just found your answer. Let's get to this review. What's up, y'all? It's Jake back in the BarBend garage gym, and for today's video we're going to be talking about some support gear with the Iron Bull Unleash wrist wraps. All right, so in this video today we're going to talk about a lot, but specifically we're going to talk about some money, some pros and cons I've experienced with these wraps, and then of course who should or maybe should not make this purchase. Now, pump the brakes before I do that. I gotta let y'all know, these are not the only wrist straps we've reviewed. We actually have a full best list, so if you wanna check that out, all you gotta do is search BarBend best wrist straps. It's gonna pull right up for you. You can find out for yourself which ones that we like the best. Okay, so before I start talking about what I like about these wraps, I just wanna take a second and explain what a wrist strap is for anybody who doesn't know. Okay, so wrist wraps are very different from lifting straps. Okay, so a lifting strap is designed to go around a dumbbell, a barbell, a pull-up bar, really whatever it is. And basically it's gonna take your grip strength out of the equation, so you're not being limited and you're able to just focus on the actual lift and work your muscles more. While a wrist wrap is designed to go around your wrist and support that joint. And that really comes in handy if you're somebody like me who has a previous injury in your wrist, or really whenever you start lifting some heavy weight. That's basically it. All right, so let's talk about what I like. As I mentioned earlier, I really like the actual build right here. So I really like how it's cotton and elastic. That cotton is gonna feel soft on your skin and comfortable, but that elastic really allows you to stretch it and achieve a really tight fit. And because of that, I want to piggyback off of that. I really like how you're able to customize that fit. So I used to be really big into wrist tape. That was just kind of my thing. Obviously that gets expensive over time. These don't. 35 bucks, that's a really solid deal, but it's hard to mess with the tightness of wrist tape. You kind of have to start from scratch again if you mess up, and that's something you don't have to worry about with wrist straps in general, and that's a really nice thing. I also really enjoy the multi-function loop. I'll show you guys how to do that, but you can wear these wraps in 2 different ways, and I think that's a really cool thing right there. And then also, these are just really high quality, and I don't see how they wouldn't last you at least a year, which is also a great thing. Now, as far as actual cons go, I can't really think of anything negative about this product. The only thing that some people may not like, it really just boils down to personal preference and you're kind of lifting. All right, so if you're a dedicated power lifter and you're doing a lot of heavy bench presses and you don't want that wrist to bend back at all, well then these might not be perfect for you. You might want to go after a stiff wrist wrap. That way that wrist is basically just staying in line the whole time. All right, so the Iron Bull Unleash wrist wraps are gonna run you right around 35 bucks. I think that's a fair price tag. They're really high quality. As I mentioned, they're gonna last you a year at least, I would say. And then, wrist tape, already talked about that. Wrist tape, it's gonna cost you more than that probably over the course of a year, especially if you're messing up and having to restart and all of that. But also, the benefit, one of the main benefits about a wrist wrap is that you're not being wasteful. With wrist tape, you get one usage out of it, ball it up, throw it in the trash, you're done. So if you're trying to avoid being wasteful, this is really solid. Now, if you want to save 15 bucks, they also have their classic wrist wraps. They're $20, and that's pretty much the market standard with those classic wrist wraps. Basically, the main difference there is the thumb loop. So the thumb loop kind of, whenever it's balled up like this, rolled up, that thumb loop sticks straight up in the air, and that's just a different design. So it kind of just depends, but honestly, 35 bucks, y'all, you can't go wrong. Okay, so remember you have a cotton and elastic build right here. So yes, it's high quality, but it's gonna feel pretty comfortable on your skin, and it's really gonna allow you to stretch it and make it as tight as you want. So got your Velcro right here, your little Velcro strap. These are 24 inches long. So, that allows you to, once again, really get that perfect fit that you're looking for. And this is a 3-inch wide profile. So, it's gonna come down your wrist a little bit right here. Some people may not be too crazy about that. I think it's fine, but there's plenty of people who wanna target, a thinner wrist strap. So definitely just keep that in mind. Now, it comes in black, as we have right here, also red and mil-spec green. So it's nice that there's some variation. If you're super into having your workout gear all match and everything, you can hopefully find one that matches. Now, this is this multi-function loop I was talking about. This is pretty unique. It's kind of hidden within the actual strap, which is nice. And it's probably gonna help with durability and everything like that. But the main reason for this is there's 2 different ways for you to put this wrist wrap on, okay? So this is kind of the classic way, with a loop, where you just kind of put it like that, stretch it, wrap it around, make sure it's comfortable. Sometimes that can kind of raise up on your hand a little bit. And then here you go. Now, I like having it up here. There's a little bone right here called your ulnar styloid. That's where I want that extra support. And this really allows you to do that. And as you can see, there's still some wrist flexion right here. So you want to do those cleans and anything like that, you're really able to do that. Now the other way, this is really unique. So basically the best thing to do is go ahead and start running the Velcro through it a little bit right there, kind of get it started. Get it over that part. All right, cool. Now you put your wrist in, you just kind of tighten it like that. And then you're able to really wrap it around. Sometimes it will kind of twist on you a little bit until you get it at the perfect tightness right there. And then you're able to wrap it around and really lock it into place. And this is where you really do have a lot of wrist mobility right there. So it's kind of I guess appeasing to both ends of the spectrum, whether you want that wrist to stay nice and neutral or you want a little bit more flexion. Now, these are gonna have more, more flexion than a stiff wrap, so definitely don't get it twisted. If you're somebody who doesn't want your wrist to move at all, this might not be the best for you, but being able to, customize your own fit is a really cool thing. So let's state the obvious here. I think these wrist wraps are ideal for anybody who wants extra wrist support in general, but they're also a really nice alternative as opposed to buying wrist tape multiple times a year and then obviously only getting, limited usage out of that tape. Also, if you're a competitor, I think you're gonna absolutely love the fact that these are certified by all these federations right here. Now, on the flip side, the only reason I think somebody wouldn't wanna purchase these is if A, you want a thinner profile than this 3 inches right here, and then B, if you're just looking for a stiffer wrist wrap. All right, well, that's a wrap on today's review over the Iron Bull Unleash wrist wraps. These are affordable, they're really high quality, and they're certified by multiple federations. Thanks for watching, y'all. I hope this video was really helpful and that I was able to tell you everything you need to know about these wrist wraps. As always, stay posted for my next video. But for now, head over to BarBend.com because we have a full written article about these wrist straps that you will probably find to be really helpful. So all you gotta do is search BarBend Iron Bull wrist wraps review. It's gonna pull right up for you. You can go over every single thing we talked about here today. I'll catch y'all next time.